I'm talking about Cinderella's success. Cinderella is not a fairy tale about a girl from a low class who got married successfully. Although most people have distorted the meaning of the fairy tale and seen in it an encouraging meaning that every poor and simple girl has a chance for a very successful marriage, Charles Perrault put a different meaning into this fairy tale. Let's read the fairy tale, translated from French by Kasatkina. Once upon a time, there lived a rich and noble man. His wife died, and he married a second time to such a heartless and proud woman, which you will not find anymore. And here we immediately learn that Cinderella is from a rich family and a noble lineage. Let's remember that her sisters and stepmother were invited to the ball to the king himself. That is, all the high society, all the aristocracy gathered at this ball. Cinderella is an aristocrat who knows etiquette brilliantly, knows how to behave in society, has excellent manners, and at the same time is very smart, far-sighted and far from simpleton. After all, a simpleton would not be able to outwit her stepmother and sisters, nor make the prince fall in love, nor be accepted by the royal couple. Remember how cleverly Cinderella was cunning when she returned from the ball. She pretended to be asleep, asked her sisters about how the evening went, hid the slipper. Cinderella is not the kind of victim that we all imagined and remembered her to be. How did Cinderella attract the prince's attention? Here we can safely say that the whole puzzle came together: pedigree, wealth, incredible beauty of Cinderella plus the intrigue that they created with the fairy godmother. Namely, they limited her time at the ball until midnight to create a heat of emotions among all those present and disappear at the very peak of the prince's interest. But what else did Cinderella do? She dropped the slipper, which was an anchor that reminded the prince of this beautiful girl. Why is the story of Cinderella in the collective? Unconscious of people a story about a beggar and a victim who pulled out a lucky ticket. Because for most people, the idea that you can be simple, comfortable, and be noticed and loved by a rich man is very attractive. Cinderella has become a kind of archetype, carrying the meaning of educating women to be submissive, hardworking, self-sacrificing, and thrifty, qualities for which she will later receive a reward. This construct is very similar to the cognitive distortion called expectation of divine reward, which lies in the delusion that higher powers will sooner or later appreciate our suffering and deprivation. The story of Cinderella was similarly distorted in the consciousness of entire generations of people. She seduced the prince not with cooking, cleaning, and submissiveness, but with her magnificence and luxurious initial data. The Cinderella tale is a story about appropriation of one's own Cinderella, appropriated and returned to herself.